Oh, hi. Hello, it's me, your friendly neighborhood Jessie here on Twitch.television. Welcome back to the dollhouse. We're going to be stitching some flowers on the moon. Baby is currently asleep, but we're waiting for him to wake up probably. So we're going to start with my current rate of progress and actually do some live stitching, and then once he wakes up we will turn things over to past Jessie to see how she got to that point. Hi Star! Also, oh hi Lady Ace, welcome in. Also hi Edjo, how you doing? Rika, hello. It's nice to see you guys, hope you guys are doing well. We're gonna move over to the desk immediately. Let's go. Yeah, I kind of want to, hi Steve, I kind of want to do like a pilot voice sometimes. It's fun. I think it's fun. Anyway, as you can see, we've already gotten some heckin' good progress here down on the moon, because I've been gone from streaming for just a couple days. So, that's what's going on. Yeah, movie theater popcorn, like legit from a movie theater? Let's go. Yeah. Here I am. Just here to stitch again. I don't know what to talk about yet, so I'm not gonna say much until I know if there's something I want to talk about. My arm hurts, guys. My arm hurts. It's probably from carrying around oh, I calculated it earlier. Baby just got a checkup yesterday. Right? Yeah, today's Monday. What is it again? 8.1 kg to pounds. He's almost 18 pounds, which is why my arm is so sore. Cause him's heavy. Local theaters on a food app. Wait, what? So you can just order theater popcorn even if you're not at the movies? That's wild. Mac and cheese and hot dogs. Hell yeah, dude. Send me some. Hi, this time coming in to stream with announcer Jessie voice. What fun. Yeah, I kind of want to do that more often because I think it's fun. I think it would work a lot better if I had like a script. Like if I wrote something, I was telling hubby this the other day. If I had something written down and in front of me, I think I could nail the pilot voice. I see a goober. Hi, welcome. What a first time chat. Already calling me a goober. You're not wrong. Hello, welcome in. What was I gonna say? But I think I could nail it, but when I'm like trying to come up with clever things to say and do it at the same time, it doesn't quite work. So, yeah, today's Monday, small panic because I forget time zones, yes. Over on YouTube, hi Mags. Hey there Jessie, how are you and the family? We're doing pretty okay, I think. Baby's checkup went super smoothly. He's doing well. He's quite heavy. But also, I literally just got off the phone with the clinic before stream because they were calling me and I couldn't answer because I was with baby in the nursery. I called them back and I was like, why are they calling me? Like nothing went wrong at the clinic. Like I paid? Yeah, okay. Why are they calling me? And I called them and they're like, you left your baby's insurance card in the card reader thing. I'm like, fuck. So I gotta go back there. I gotta go grab his card. It's very, very important. But I'm glad that they called me anyway. But yeah, he's healthy, happy for the most part. He's still a bit fussy. He's at his best, in his best mood when both Mama and Papa are available, and that doesn't happen very often especially because Papa's very busy with work right now, and Mama's feeling a little under the weather, but it's okay. We're okay. I think we're okay. We're alright. Yeah, I know. I was like, oh shit. I'm gonna walk all the way down there again. What a goofball. I don't know why my Japanese ability like tanks whenever I go to the clinic. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it just makes me nervous because it's like medical stuff. I don't know. But like, I always feel so stupid when I go there because I'm like, I swear my listening comprehension is better than this. Like, I'm not some doof who doesn't understand what you're saying to me. I'm so sorry. Meg says, oh good, I heard the first year of checkups can be hard on families. Glad he's doing well. Yeah, I don't know about the first year of checkups is hard. I think just the first year in general is hard. Yeah, like his checkups haven't been bad at all. Like all they do is like, you know, weigh him, measure him, ask if there's anything that we're concerned about, just check him out, you know. But he's doing fine. He got his first stethoscope yesterday, and it was really cute to watch him be like, what are you doing? Like, it was really cute. I know my resolve dissolves when I go to the dentist. Maybe it's just anxiety. It's weird though, because I don't feel super anxious, but I don't know. It's very strange because like I was in a medical setting for almost a week after he was born, and I was speaking Japanese just fine then. So I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because we're in a new town. I want to make a good impression. I feel like I'm fucking that up already. I don't know. Walking my way downtown, walking fast, going back for the card there. Do 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 do. God damn it, Jesse. Yeah. But yeah, everything. Baby's condition is nominal. I'm very proud of him. He's become a really good eater, except for the stuff that he doesn't like, which is very rare that he doesn't like. He's only spit out a couple of things, and the first thing he spit out, he ended up eating the second time that we gave it to him. So I'm hoping that this newest thing that he's been spitting out, that he'll eat it the second time around. But he had a yogurt this morning while I was on a phone call with my mom, and it was sweet, and she took a cute screenshot for me of him with yogurt all over his face. It was very sweet. It's weird, I was in Quebec, it was at an event, and my French was better there than on the subway. Now Jesse has a song to sing on the way back. The thing is, like, I don't wanna have to walk there because it's so hot, but I don't want to make hubby drive because he's so busy, and I'm just like, why did I have to leave that card? I feel stupid. It's fine. I know I'm not stupid. I'm just forgetful. And I don't have to go today. I'll ask hubby if there's a day that he feels good, like, driving down, or if there's, like, any... Oh, wait, no, we need to go to the drugstore, so he has to drive anyway. Okay, cool. We'll go when we go to the drugstore. I will tell him about the silliness that I have committed. I can't believe I left it in the little scanner machine thing. I don't know how I managed to do that. I could have sworn, because, like, I put the cover back on it. Wait a minute, did I really leave it in the machine, or did I just leave it on that table there? Oh my god. I think I got... Oh, you know what happened is I got distracted. Right! You know what? These are related. I got distracted because I was asked a question and I misunderstood the question, and so my response to the question was weird, and the lady had to, like, be like, no, I mean... I need to rephrase this question for you. I'm like, stupid. And then I must have just left the car. I got distracted by my terrible Japanese. Oopsie. Oopsie doodles. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everyone. Anyway. Oh! I guess I haven't, I've meant to make a post, and I probably should still make a post on the Discord for anybody who had been following my, like, kind of family drama. So I've made amends with my mom. She, on a call a couple of days ago, unprompted apologized for a lot of things, and some things specifically that I just wanted an apology for. Like, I just wanted acknowledgement of the hurt that was there, and I didn't bring it. I never brought it up because, like, I didn't have hope that it would be productive. Like, I just thought, you know, that heels would be dug in and feelings would remain hurt, and So I had just kind of given up on expecting anything, which, sounds a little bit mean, like, but, previous attempts at trying to gain understanding had failed, and so I was like, you know what, I'm just not going to have any expectations for understanding to be met. We just kind of have this surface level relationship at the moment, and that's enough for me. Like, it's just all about the baby, and that's kind of what I thought it was going to stay at, but no, she offered that up herself. We were talking about parenting and other things, and like it just kind of came up, and she took accountability for hurting me, like, and said some things that I just had never expected her to say, or and it really threw me for a loop. I cried a lot. It was great. It was really great. And there were a bunch of things, because she said, because it was kind of an elephant in the room situation for a moment, because we were both kind of referring to it but not saying it, and then she said it specifically, and I was like, oh, we are talking about that specifically, and she said, if there's anything that you want to bring up, that you want to talk about, or you want me to apologize for, or you want me to know, like, feel free. And I did think about things, because, like when shit was really getting bad and I was thinking about going no contact, like, there was a list of things ready to go in my mind, because they were just, I had been kind of giving myself reasons to go through with it. So yeah, things cropped up, but like as I kind of thought about bringing them up, I was like, you know what? I don't think I need to. Like, I don't want to twist the knife, like she's coming to me like with understanding and with sympathy and empathy and like actual accountability. Like I'm not gonna, it didn't feel necessary. It just felt like, you know what? It's okay. It's okay. Like, just the fact that she offered that, was enough. So, yeah, it's just really nice, because I know that there was some pushback, like after when the baby was born, and I was feeling this way about, like, I didn't feel comfortable not sharing him with her and other people in the family. Like, I was like, I posted about it. I was like, I don't know if this is the right idea. I don't know if I'm just like, I don't know. I know there was a little bit of pushback. I think there was one person in our community who was like, just don't do it. Like, it's not worth like reopening that door or whatever. And like, I understood where they were coming from, because it, it's possible that it could have been bad. It's like, not maintaining those boundaries or whatever, but I felt more capable of establishing a boundary if I needed to, and also walking away again if I needed to. And I'm really grateful that I didn't have to do that, and I'm really grateful that it turned out the way that it did, because the way that it turned out was I have a parent back, It was so unexpected, but such a pleasant surprise. Such a pleasant surprise. Hope this is honest. However, not be surprised if it's because she wants something is going to make a play. Rika, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to... I need to stop. I understand that you're coming from a place of concern and goodwill, but I know my family. I know that it's genuine. I am aware, and I have I have confidence that I would be able to tell if that was what was going on. That's what I'm saying, is I was ready to establish boundaries or walk away if I needed to again. I I'm not accepting this willy-nilly. Trust me. I've been through too much shit. I would not. This is why I'm so happy about it, because I can tell that it's coming from a genuine place. Yeah. So I understand what you mean by saying you wouldn't be surprised, but the phrasing is a little bit off-putting for me, if I'm honest. But yeah, I'm really glad that she actually has made the changes that I hoped she would, and I don't know if it's because of that boundary, because of me going no contact for so long. Like, I don't know if that was a big reason why she was, like, actually becoming introspective, but she did, and she used words and phrasing that, like, I didn't feed her, you know, like, I didn't tell her, like, this is what I want you to say, you know. It's like she said stuff of her own volition that, like, I don't know, it wasn't manipulative. Like, I could tell it wasn't in order to get me back or whatever. It was a genuine, I'm sorry for the way that I acted and the way that I was, and it wasn't defensive. It wasn't a non-apology, like, sorry you feel that way, because, like, that's what my dad does. He's like, oh, I'm sorry that you feel like that. And it's like, that's not an apology, sir. It's the opposite of an apology. Apologies can be very healing for past wounds. It was so unexpected, and it took such a weight off of me that I didn't even realize was still there, you know? But, yeah, I don't know, it was just really nice. It's really nice. And, of course, nobody's perfect, you know? There's still things that, like, she'll, like, make an offhand comment or a joke or something, and I'll just have to, like, not say anything, because I know we're still different in certain ways that, I don't know if... Well, actually, I don't know that, but, I don't know how to talk about this without being... I don't want to make assumptions about her anymore because of this change that I've seen. I don't want to assume that she still believes the same exact things that I think she believes or whatever. But the way that because, okay, I'm going to stop beating around the bush. The thing that the biggest hurt was when I came out as bisexual, and she had said some hurtful things, and the way that she responded hurt me, and I just didn't want anything to do with her after that for a while. She brought that up, because, like, I was like, what are we talking around right here? Like, what is specifically the thing that you want to apologize for? And she brought that up, and she told me why, and she told me the way that she expressed, like, this must have hurt you because such and such and such, and this is why I was wrong to say what I said, blah blah blah. And I was like, holy shit. Like, it was so unexpected. I never thought this would happen. It's just really amazing. I'm glad that there's actual healing, and it's not just, oh, I want access to the baby, so I'm gonna say sorry. It's like, no, like, I could take away that access at any point. It was genuinely, she had been introspective about her history, about my childhood, about the childhoods of my siblings, and just about how things are and have been, and how she came to be that way, and how she wants to be, and all of that. And, like, I'm glad for it. I welcome it, you know? It's never too late to make changes and to admit that you've hurt somebody. I know it's hard, and, like, you know, she even recognized, like, how she had gotten defensive when called out on things because of shame. Like, she didn't, and I understand that too. I've done it too. When called out for bad behavior, you know, I start making excuses and you know, just not accepting, like, hey, you hurt this person, just take accountability, you know? Like, I talk a big game sometimes, but I'm not perfect either, you know? And so we had a really good talk about stuff like that, and lots of tears were shed, and I felt love return there, you know? For a while I had been hesitant to even say I love you back, and not that I wanted to hurt her by not saying it, but I just wasn't sure if I meant it, and I don't want to say things that I don't mean. But I felt like I was able to say it again and mean it, because that was just so huge, so huge. She's choosing her relationship with you over whatever else. Yeah, that's it. That's the thing. And I'm proud of her, honestly. Like, hi Diggy. I'm proud of her for making those changes, for doing that work, because it's work, it's, you know, and it's hard to admit that you've hurt somebody, especially somebody you love. You know, I've definitely been there, and that's hard. So, you know, I can give her some grace, you know. Hi Libby, coming out alert, say I'm so happy for you. My mom did something similar for me a couple years back. It really opened a door for us to talk about things in more depth and constructive way. I'm so glad. Yeah, it's... family shit's hard. It's really hard. Hi DC, I'm happy for you. Thank you. Excuse me, sorry. Yeah, so it was absolutely unexpected. But so welcome. And now we talk a lot. I video call her, FaceTime her with the baby. We hang out. I was just on a call with her earlier, and it's nice. It's nice. Thanks for the hiccup. I can't believe I forgot to tell Kino that was okay now, because I almost don't remember my pregnancy, but I do remember being very frustrated about how much the hiccups increased because of it. Because at that point, it wasn't just my tic. It was the tic plus just not having room in my body to breathe properly. Oh my god, it's hot in here. I need to get like a little fan for my room or something. So yeah, that's what's going on there. I feel like I had something else to say about it, and now I can't remember what it is I wanted to say, and that's frustrating. I don't know, that's fine. So I'm sorry that this part's hard to see, but I'm working with different shades of yellow. So it's all just kind of fading in. Hopefully you guys can see a little inkling of the flowers that I'm stitching right now. But yeah, we're making some moon progress, which is good. I really would like to finish the cross stitch pattern that I was making for baby. I can't find any time to do it. Like, I think once I'm done with this project, I'll be able to free up some more time for other things. Just realized you were making flowers in there. I know, right? It's so hard to see. I'm so sorry. I would increase the focus on the camera, but every time I try to, here, I'll show you guys. Just in case you haven't seen it before. If I turn off the autofocus and I try to get some real good sharp focus in here, watch what happens with this. You see those glitches? I don't know why it does this. It has something to do with pixels. Like, it starts stuttering. Like, it's bad. Like, look at that. Yikes. Yikes, bro. I don't know. I don't know why it does that. It would be so much easier to look at. I don't know. Yes, yellow pattern on yellow background. I mean, it looks really pretty when it's all done, like in when it's finished. Like, it looks nice. It's like a nice subtle flower pattern on the moon, but it's just hard to, hard to showcase on this camera. It's like the refresh rate went wonky. Yeah. It did. Anyway, baby's sleeping, which I'm grateful for. Poor little guy. He's breathing, right? Hold on. Sorry, I always panic when he's sleeping on his tummy. I gotta zoom in. Yeah, he's fine. I always panic, but he's okay. Was there something else I wanted to say? I don't know. Not sure. How hard is it to get into stitching? I'm pretty sure my girlfriend would like it, but like, do you need a bunch of stuff for it? Is it complicated to start? If you've never done it before, but you like craft stuff, it's not that bad. What I would recommend though, don't start something like this where the stitches are super teeny tiny. I would just get like a small little kit, like a little cross stitch kit, with nice big even fabric with like a very even weave, or that's specifically for cross stitching. Usually 14 count is pretty standard for stuff, but you could go even bigger, like a 12 count, something like that. That's stitches per inch, which is why, so the stitches get bigger as the number gets smaller. Yeah, so like something with a very low stitch count and like that's already got floss and everything like in the kit. Like just do a little guy with like maybe not very many colors, whatever. Just do a little sampler. It's really not, I don't know, I would say it's not that hard if you're working on, nice big chunky fabric and stitches. Where it gets tricky is when you start to go to smaller scales and working on fabrics like linen, which is it can be hard to see. So it's this is like high difficulty. This one it's a lot harder to count when you're doing on linen, especially because I'm stitching over 2 threads instead of 1. So if you imagine the corners, right? This is where you're stitching these little corners here. That's where you put your needle in and out. If it's just over 1 thread, that's really easy. You just put it in the next hole, right? What I'm doing here, it's over 2. So I'm skipping that little, it's like a tic-tac-toe thing, right? I skip the middle bit and I stitch over 2 like that. So it's like if you took a tic-tac-toe game and only used your needle in the 4 corners like that. So it just makes it a little bit more complicated to do counting. If I've never done this, but if she would like to try the like stitch by numbers sort of thing where the fabric actually has colors printed on it, I've heard that that's easier than counted cross stitch, which is, I look at a pattern, I count how many stitches there are, and then I stitch that number of stitches, but there's nothing on the fabric itself to guide me. It's just me counting. I've never done the printed one, so I don't know. I don't have any recommendations on that, but I would say start with a kit to dip your toes in the water. There's not a lot of like startup costs, I think, with materials, with cross stitching. Not that I can think of really, especially if you're already into crafting, you have like basic fabric scissors or whatever. But most kits, like every kit will come with like a needle and the floss that you need and stuff. That's wrong, isn't it? Hold on. Is that wrong? Jessie? That was not wrong. Right? I don't think so. There's a gap there. Wait, it's next to... Where the hell am I? Hello? What? Uh-oh. Hold on, Jesse's lost. There should be 2 above. Huh? What's going on here? Hold on, I'm sorry, I'm so confused. I'm so confused. There's a flower there. There's... Oh, that's where I am. I was not wrong. I was correct. I was just looking at the wrong spot in the pattern. See, this is the difficulty with counted cross stitch. Is if you can't figure out where you are relative to what the pattern is telling you. That's the tricky bit there. I bought one that was a beginner's kit that sorry, I don't know what word that was supposed to be. Sorry. A printed mesh and with simple sailboat design. It was fun. Oh, nice. I also knit, crochet, and sew. Yeah. I've done one of these kits. They are fun and easy enough. That's excellent. So yeah, Rika's got the good recommendations for you too, since she's already done a kit. She knits and crochets. Probably those skills and interests translate well to stitching. Yeah, absolutely. And what I really like about cross stitching is that it's very neat. Like it's not. I don't know how to explain it. If she knits and crochets, that's also great because tension is also something that you might want to look out for in terms of creating a nice, neat end result. But yeah, I like that there's an end goal. Like I know what it's gonna look like when it's done, basically, you know. Never worked with thread before. I saw a comedian once who did. They had me in stitches. Good job. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is the hardest. The yellow that I'm doing right now is the hardest to see against the yellow of the moon because they're the closest in tone, basically. I probably should have done the lighter yellow first, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay, I got one more to do, and it's gonna be... Where am I? See, this is hard because all that I'm working with is these little open spaces. Oh no, I have 2 more to do. There's 5 flowers here. I'm good at counting. I can count to 5. I can do that. Okay, where's my thread? It's right there. Cool. Yeah. Okay, I know where I am now. I know where I'm going, and I know who's going with me. I know who I love, but I don't know who I'll marry. I have something of silk and shoes of finest leather. Something, 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 be with my true lover. That was in a old ass how to play piano book that I had when I was a little kid. That I actually learned how to play piano from. Never actually had lessons, I just read that book and knew some basic music theory from school. Never followed fingering rules though. I probably should have, because that partly what screwed me over in music school. You're not using the correct finger. Does it really matter if I hit the correct note? Does it really matter? I don't think it does. I understand the principle. I understand why. But it's kind of like when you teach handwriting. It's like, okay, this is like the standard way to write this thing. Like, you gotta teach a kid, like, this is how you write. You know, it's gotta be legible. But then, at some point, everybody's got different handwriting, and as long as somebody can read it, you can have all sorts of little stylistic you know, idiosyncrasies and stuff, and nobody really gives a fuck how you write your A's as long as they know it's an A. So, like, what does it matter? Why do I gotta be judged so harshly in my keyboard skills class for not using the correct finger? Anyway. This does not matter anymore at all. I'm long out of school, and I never finished my music degree, so I should probably just shut up. This is perfect. I had the perfect amount of thread to do these little dudes. All right. My magnet's too far away. Shoop. Clap, clap. I want to thank Baby for actually giving me some time to be alone for a little bit. I'd like to work on this. I hope he's okay. He's in the same exact position he was before. How long have we been we've already been going almost 40 minutes, and he was sleeping for 40 minutes before this. So he's been asleep for a while now. Oh, I'm tempted to go into the nursery to check on him. I can see him on the monitor. I can't see his head. I'm just gonna real quick check on him. I'm not even gonna mute somebody. I'm just gonna walk into the hallway. One sec. He's fine. It just started to make me nervous. You know you girls got anxiety already. You throw a baby in there? Come on. Come on. Alright. Let's do some more flowers. We want to do some super light flowers or the darker flowers? This is a light. This one's the branches. Got all these yellows. And there's yet another yellow, which is this one. 782. You know what? Let's do some dark ones. I haven't done any dark ones in this area yet. Hey, Gong Gong. How are you? It's nice to see you. Don't say no. You cannot run. Ha 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 ha. Just accept your fate. How's it going? How you doing? How you doing? Nice to see you. How you doing? Come on, Coco. How's it? How's it going? Alright, where am I? I am here. This should be a lot easier to see, I think. Let's go on, just getting some work done before I gotta venture out in the heat for groceries. Oh god, I feel you. I've been so bored stuck inside with Baby because I just don't want to go outside. It's hell out there, man. Coco, can you tell me why I moved to the hottest prefecture when I can barely handle the heat? Why did I do this? Why have I done this thing? Guys, I've already been burnt. I'm already tan. What a good question. I know, right? I burned my feet in a stupid pattern because I've been wearing the same sandals for ages, and they burned into a terrible, stupid... I have these stupid dark stripes on my feet, and I hate them. I hate them so much. Should have moved towards the ocean. Well, listen. not a lot of affordable places to purchase land. Not away from it, I know, right? Well, but we're not super big fans of the ocean either, so I don't know. I don't wanna be in Tsunamiville, you know? I think if I can manage it, I'll move to Western Tokyo further into Kanagawa. Ocean is cooler, sure. But also a little scarier. Oh! Oh, he's sitting up. He's awake. Baby awake? Should I turn on the mic? I'll turn on the... You upset, Bubba? You going back to sleep? He flopped back down. Oh! Oh, baby! Hubby told me this happens. He just sits up, goes, and then flops back down. So he might still be napping. Nope, he's sitting up again. Nope, he's lying down again. Oh, baby boy. Is he looking for a comfy position? I'm honestly not sure what he's doing. Middle Kanagawa, so you don't have to deal with tsunami either. Well, it's a little late for us. You can live out that dream. Didn't put sunscreen, spent 6 hours on a beach. Oops. Went for a swimming competition. My girlfriend did 12 kilometers? Forgot she had sunscreen. Oh my god. Yikes. Enough distance for a buffer. Oh, pumpkin. Beepy boy. Beepy eepy beepy. Eepy beepy. We might switch over to past Jessie in just a little bit here. Can you guys see this floss better? It's still just another shade of yellow, but such a shade of yellow that it looks like the flowers are red. It's got some red in there. Don't want to do any work, but I should at least do a little bit. Do it. I'm telling you right now, do it. I don't know if that helps you to have another person just tell you to do it, but do it. Just do a tiny bit, you know? Just for shits and giggles. Like, just do a little bit, like as a joke. Oh, Coco, play a prank on yourself and do a little bit of work. like pretend that you're gonna do like a ton of work and then just do a little bit. It'll be so funny. It'll be so funny if you just did a little bit. I'm gonna get myself so good. You won't know what hit you. Oh man. She did the whole like while I waited on the beach with our stuff, except some stuff like snacks and stuff. Her mother followed her on a kayak I had with her. Mother had the sunscreen. Oh no. That's scary. Like, the older I get, the more I realize, like, oh shit, like, that's, you know, you can head straight to Cancer Town if you're not careful. You know, I really need to apply sunscreen. I need to just set it out. It's like in the medicine cabinet, and it should not be in there. It should be out and ready for use. Editing a YouTube video right now. Later I'll be studying Japanese again. I feel like I'm studying a decent amount, but nothing is sticking. That's tough. It's tough. Like, if you don't have an opportunity to use the stuff that you learn, yeah, it doesn't really stick. Like, I learn all sorts of vocabulary all the time while I'm working, like I'm translating, but it doesn't stick because I never use it, because it's like, you know, on topics that I never talk about, or I just don't read. Like, I don't read in Japanese. I always meant to start. And I don't know, there's a lot of things I wish I had done with the time that I took for granted. I took so much time for granted. I'm very happy. I do not regret having a family. Coco, I bet you can't do a little bit of work. I double dare you to prove me wrong. Oh, shit. Now it's on. Oh, baby just plopped face down. He's just face planted. Can I show you guys? He's just face down. Oh, you can't see. He's just plopped. Just face down. Little guy. Poor baby. Gotta start reading probably. Oh my god, it's hard. I don't know how to find something relatively my level in Japanese. I guess kids' books, right? Since I was doing a 500 meter too, I had a number sharp in my arms and back. Now I have the number burning my skin. Oh, Steve. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh man, it's like a reverse tattoo. I love when they do that. It's cute, but it also freaks me out a little bit. Kids' books are so boring, though. Yeah. I mean, there's gotta be something for second language learners, right? Bet there are some websites with a bunch of different reading stuff for learning. Probably. My coach and I decided we would read Apothecary Diaries together, though. Why does that sound vaguely familiar to me? I don't know what that is, but it sounds familiar.
Why? Why?
But yeah, that's the thing that like annoys me when I try to read is like I'm annoyed at my own lack of vocabulary, so I have to like look up every other word, and then I just get annoyed because I'm want to read for pleasure, but I'm not at that level yet. Yes, sounds familiar. Baby's headbanging the crew. Oh yeah. Nadia has such good emotes. Pretty popular right now. Oh, it's a manga? Popular manga anime about someone who works in a Chinese court or something as a apothecary, solves mysteries. Where would I have seen it? Because like I live under a rock right now. For reals. It was a light novel first. Well, I must have seen a reference to it somewhere, probably on Reddit. Maybe just doing some yoga to fall asleep. I mean, he's been asleep, though. God, almost 2 hours now? It's very popular, both in Japan and overseas. I see. Yeah, I don't... The last manga I think I read was, Dungeon Meshi. I think that was the last thing I read before baby was born. That was very good. Got dark in a way that I didn't see it going, and it was very, very good. Oh, hi, Creeper. Yeah, Dungeon Meshi is so good. I have a weird... The thing about the official English title being Delicious in Dungeon, like, on one level bothers me because obviously it's not native, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure that the author chose that name. It's the way I feel about the name Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan bothers me so bad. Okay, Delicious in Dungeon bothers me just a tiny bit, just because it's grammatically kind of silly, but it's fine. Attack on Titan bothers me because it fundamentally changes the meaning of what the title is. Because the Japanese title, Shingeki no Kyojin, it literally means the Attack Titan, which if you've seen or read the series, you know what that is. So Attack on Titan, it's not the same title. It's like, well, neither is Dungeon Meshi, but like, but in a way that really bothers me. It really bothers me. Because it's like, it's not even, because Attack on Titan is also kind of grammatically funky. Like, it's not like native-y English, right? But it's not that it's grammatically incorrect that bothers me. It just changes it completely. Bleach levels of name depth. I don't know much about Bleach, but I will probably ask hubby because I think he's a big Bleach fan. But here's the thing. You think they butchered the title, but if it's the author that decided it, can I really be mad? I don't know. It's probably Delicious in Dungeon as a nod to D&D. Is it? Hold on. If it is, I take back my annoyance. Oh, bye-bye, Creeper. Hold on. Delicious. hold on. Name. It might, you know what? I think it might just be a coincidence. Oh, maybe it is. Wait, okay, so somebody says it's a play on words, but I don't know if they have a source for that. Yeah. Interesting. I don't know if it's a coincidence or if it's on purpose. Initially, I think Kubo wanted Bleach to be called Black or White, but both names got rejected, so he chose Bleach to evoke the feeling of being dyed white, which, with the reveal of Hollow White... Yeah, I don't know anything about Bleach, so... But I'm sure that it's very enjoyable if you know the lore. I think for Attack on Titan, they were worried it would spoil too much by just directly calling it the Attack Titan. But then that doesn't make any sense, because why worry about it spoiling too much when the original Japanese is literally the Attack Titan? Do you know what I mean? Because it's not that the Japanese title also means like the Titans attack or anything like that. Like, it's literally Shingeki no Kyojin. They banked on people not looking at... Okay, that doesn't make sense to me. That's like fucking... What, so they think that it wouldn't spoil it for the Japanese audience, but it would for the English? Like, I don't understand that. That doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. Hi, Sassy. When's the Attack Titan show up? I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. How late the Attack Titan is revealed, it's not a spoil, it's a foreshadow. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's weird. Oh, Coco, sorry, that word is banned in this channel. No, it's not a mistake. The word's banned here because we have some nonverbal folks who would rather us not use it. I didn't know, as an American, it's okay. I didn't know as an American that word was still used in its original meaning for nonverbal folks. And so the way that it's used to mean stupid is, it kind of sucks for people who have that. So yeah, so we just try not to use it here. We try to replace it with other stuff. I don't get on anybody for using it in that way, because I understand like language changes, but in certain dialects of English it's still used that way, even though we don't really do that in the States. Yeah, anyway. But yeah. I'm just theorizing this is their not smart reasoning. I would be upset if that was their actual reasoning, because it makes me feel like, oh, you can't trust your readers? Like, why do you think, like, this audience is... I don't know, like, I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, no, I only found that out recently because we had someone in our community who was like, hey, can we not, you know. I'm so sorry, excuse me. Guys, I'm sorry, I have no filter anymore. I'm just gonna belch in front of you guys, apparently. Had a similar discussion just yesterday on someone trying to past tense speed run. Oh, oops. Release your beast. I feel like localization teams have not made great... Hong Kong, don't even get me started. We'll talk about localization and how they fucking aren't doing their job how I think they should be doing. Let's talk about Nintendo of America and Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. fucking up. They suck. Localization. Your job is to identify those parts that will not be understood due to cultural, linguistic differences. Not to change things willy-nilly because you think they sound better when you're fucking changing the meaning of the thing. We don't know, Steve. It's inconclusive. Some people claim it is. And some people are like, nah, it's just they just thought it sounded nice in English or whatever, which I think it could be. I think either is plausible. Inconclusive. But yeah, I don't know. What's going on with baby? You still sleeping, bro? I guess he needs a big eep. I don't know. Oh, guys. Oh my god. I wish I could show you this video. I took a video yesterday. Sorry, I'm just talking about baby again, but it happens. I took this video yesterday because he had been super frustrating. He wasn't nursing properly, and so I just stuck him in his crib to, like, party, like, play with his pillow, and he was just rolling around, being really cute and laughing, and I was like, okay. I was just, like, trying to calm down from being frustrated. And he's, like, mastered sitting up, right? So we're like, this kid, like, he's just speed running life at this point, because he started sitting up so quickly that we're still reeling from it. He starts grabbing the rails of his crib, and he's like wiggling, right? And I'm like, are you trying to stand up? Like, are you trying to stand up right now? And I took a couple pictures of him being cute, and then I was like, I had a feeling. I was like, I'm gonna take a video. I started taking a video. He grabs the rails. He fucking stands up. His feet are, like, too close together, so he falls down, but he stood up. And I was, like, freaking out. And unfortunately, Jesse's joy noises sound like panic noises. I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And then, hubby! And the whole time I'm recording baby, who has just fallen back down onto his butt, he's still holding the rails, looking at me. And you can see his face fall from, like, having fun to full-blown panic because he thinks that I'm freaking out, and I scared him. Poor little baby. I felt so terrible. Because then hubby, of course, comes in, and he thinks something terrible's happening because baby's crying, and I had just called his name, like that. Hi, Neb. I had just screamed, basically, oh my god, hubby. And baby's crying, and I felt so bad. But I was so excited because he stood up. Oh, I keep watching the video because I'm so proud of him, but then at the very end, you can see his face just go like, and I full panic, and I feel so terrible. Sorry, I'm talking about a baby again. It's not like it's a big party. Like, I know, but like, you know. I told everybody I wasn't gonna make it my whole identity, and then it became my whole identity. I know. Imagine talking about your spawn. Don't call him Spawn. He's not a fish. How you doing? Dude? We're stitching some flowers while we wait for baby to wake up. He's having a big chonkers nap. Hey, buddy pal, old friend, old buddy, old pal. Neberino, Nebasaurus, making copies. The Nebster, the Nebman, Nebba Ding Dong. Nebo. Sorry. Making copies. You know what's funny? You know what's really funny? I've never seen the sketch. I've never actually watched it. It's just from my mom quoting it all throughout my childhood. Neither have I. Yes. High five to millennial osmosis. I've been quoted it so many times. That and Soylent Green is made out of people. There's a bunch of shit. I feel like I have this conversation with my mom almost daily about the things that I learned from her. And like, the worst, though, is when I said something that wasn't from something, wasn't a quote, but just something that she said, just a Jessie mom-ism that I would say in front of somebody and watch their face fall into incomprehension, and I'm like, oh shit. Is that just a us family thing? Like, this isn't something that people say? I am so embarrassed. Oh my god. Making cafes. Nebmeister. Nib sauce. Do you guys remember, is anybody else the age that where when we were young people would add like sauce to the end of everything? I never understood it. Like people would say like awesome sauce, and I'm like, why is it sauce? Why is it sauce? Why sauce? What? Guys, can we be real for a minute? What? Why sauce? Why sauce? Millennial osmosis sounds like a real scientific phenomenon. Do. Wait, what is the Steve, wait. What was the do? Why did I go back to the make my way downtown? Do. Like, what you said wasn't even like in meter, but it's just do. Oh, phenomenon. Do. That's what it was. It was phenomenon. I went to the wrong one. I just went back to do, which for some reason was much funnier to me. Oh, now I just kind of want to tack on that part to just any random, like, normal statement that somebody made. It's like, yeah, I'm really not sure why. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate your business number. Welcome, raiders. If you are new to the stream, hajimemashite. My name is Jessie. I live in Japan. I've been living here a very long time. I'm a silly, queer, creative mama on the internet, who's doing some stitching today. I love kimono, and I love making things with kimono. If you're interested in little dollies made from kimono stuff, or other little handmade goodies made from kimono stuff, I've got bookmarks, I've got charms, I've got all sorts of stuff over on my Ko-fi shop, as well as my website. You can use the command shop or Ko-fi. You can get those, or you can just do links, or poke around. You'll find stuff. You'll find stuff if you poke around. Welcome in. How was your stream? We raid in peace. I'm sure glad for that. I love peace. How you doing? We are stitching some flowers on the moon. We are working on a piece of the Chinese moon goddess Chang Er, which I'm probably pronouncing very badly in American style, but that's okay. Welcome in. I hope you guys are doing well. Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces password phenomenon. Do. I was just gonna be like, right before the raid, I was like, yeah, I'm really not sure why people say that. Just like, not even singing the song anymore. Just that part to punctuate anything. It was good. Yes, it is quite intricate. We're working, I think I measured yesterday, I believe we're doing 18 count. It's technically 36 because we're doing, like, the fabric itself is 36 count because it's 36 count linen, but we're stitching over 2, so it makes it 18.
Nerd stuff, crafting nerd stuff, you know what I'm talking about, and it's okay, it's a nerd shit.
Welcome in. Now I'm expecting Jessie to end stream with, oh, bye-bye, do-do-do-do-do-do. Ah, this time, I would never do that. That's silly. Who would even do that? Like, what? You're crazy. Get out of here. What? What? Me? What? Will look the same on the back. When you do cross stitch or any sort of embroidery, it depends on how neat your anchoring and everything is, but it does not look exactly the same, and it's not meant to. But when I'm working on a piece like this, or actually any piece, when I'm working on cross stitch, I try to make sure that I keep things as neat as possible on the back, just so that when it's framed and mounted and stuff, like, you don't see random threads, you know, behind, like, blank spaces, like here, where you can see my fingers, right? You don't want, like, threads showing up here. So obviously I'm not gonna, like, do a stitch here and then drag the thread across and do it over here, because then you'll be able to see the thread, you know. So that's the only thing that you kind of have to keep in mind when you've got, you know, framing and stuff in mind. Just, like, keep it nice and neat on the back and make sure that your threads are hidden by actual stitches. Who would even do that? Oh my god, DC. Sorry, I gotta stand up. Standing ovation. That was it, guys. That was the joke. That was the best joke of the stream. It was made by DC. Good job. Let's go home. Let's wrap it up. That's a wrap. All right. Thanks, guys. Good stream. That was very good. You're all right, Jesse. I'm so silly. I would never. I think I saw a video. If I don't do it at the end, if I forget to do it, I'm gonna hurt so bad. I think I saw a video of a cross stitch that was a different image on the front, and the back must be a hell of a puzzle. What? No. I don't even know how that could be. Like, how could you even do that? I'm genuinely curious, because, like, I don't know about that. How would that even physically be possible? I don't know. I will have to see. Thank you. I'll be here all week. You will? Because I'm closing up shop in, like, an hour or two. I don't know. You got snacks? You gonna be good? I'm looking that up. Yeah, that sounds wild. That sounds wild and crazy. And how would that even... Okay, now I gotta Google. God damn it. So I saw this thing where two people stitched two different images on the opposite sides of the same fabric. How, though? How? Was it specifically a cross stitch? Like, how could that be? Because, like, that, I don't think that's possible. I don't think that could be. You can't. Right? Yeah, they probably have two fabrics back to back. Yeah, like, 'cause... Yeah, just like, how could you? I just don't think it's possible. I don't know. 'Cause you have to anchor threads, and when you cross stitches, like, how would you even... Yeah, I don't think that's real. I can't explain why, but just know, I don't think it's real. 5 minutes after stream, Jessie goes live again just to say, I forgot to do. Oh, it was like playing Battleship with a needle. I don't know stitches. Yeah, Yeah, I don't know. That, it doesn't sound real, but I welcome being proven wrong. I just am extremely skeptical. Just the way that it works. Also, Nummel, you are more than welcome to hang out, chit chat, but if you gotta raid and run and do that post-stream self-care, I also completely understand. Thank you so much for reading in. I appreciate it a lot. I have a little bit of a headache. Uh-oh. I have a little bit of a headache. Ow, ow. Let's go get Noms. Go Nom, Nummel. Hey, Nommel, go Nom. I'm in a silly mood today. In the modern day, you really can't watch any video you see, but it look neat. You mean believe any video you see? I'm pretty sure you can watch most videos that you see. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be a butt. I'm sorry for being a butt. Yes. Doodle-doodle-doodle, doodle-doodle-doodle-doo. I'm sorry. sorry, everybody. Sometimes I type things, look back, and be like, I did not type that word. I just saw a video on Reddit where a judge misread a fucking verdict and said guilty on all counts when he meant to say not guilty on all counts, and it was like, oh, shit. Can you imagine the roller coaster ride that the defendant must have gone on? Like, Jesus, what? That's redonk. That's redonk. Boobity-bee. Boobity-bop-bee-bop. I'm gonna head out. Got work tomorrow at 7. It's 10:40. Gotta sleep. Go get some sleep, Steve. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate ya. And it was weird because the way that he apologized, he was like, I'm sorry for my mispronunciation. I'm like, bro, that wasn't mispronunciation. You missed a whole ass word. Like, what? I'm sorry. You didn't mispronounce shit. He just left out not. And I was like, okay. Every time Baby does this, it freaks the shit out of me. Where he just sleeps for a really long time, and I'm like, is he okay? Because there's so few times that he does this. He doesn't nap when I want him to. And so when he does nap, I'm like, oh, what? Who? You're still asleep? You forget your glasses? What do you mean mispronunciation, right? Like, that's not what mispronunciation means. Ow, 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 ow. I got a pain in my tummy. Ow, 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 ow. You keep on using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means. I can't do an Inigo Montoya. I can't. I should not have tried to do an accent. I apologize for my white ass. Baby bee. Do drowsy. It always freaks me out. Every time he does like a long sleep. I'm just like, oh my god, is he okay? No, I know. I said it to be funny, but it didn't really make sense. I just meant I shouldn't be attempting accents in general, I think. I don't know. Such a good sleep last night, too. I don't understand why I'm eepy. Maybe it was too good and your body was like, more! More! Give me that good shit. I'm like sweating like crazy. Why? We have central cooling. Am I having hot flashes? Ugh. Sometimes once you start to relax or rest, you suddenly realize how much more you need. Yeah, it's like when you're like super thirsty and you didn't realize that you were thirsty. And you start to take a drink and you start gulping and you're like, oh. Yeah. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, is hubby up? Is that a Hubbard? Hello? Just go in the bathroom. Dippity pop pop, dippity doop, shoop shoopy pop pop. Dippity boop boop, badabadi doop doop. Skippity jep jep, bop bop burp burp, bop 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 bop. Pick up pop pop, a shoopy doop, beepity beepity boop 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 doop. It's funny because I banked all this like crafting footage. I haven't had to use it yet. Okay, here's a tip. If you are cross-stitching, just ended here. Next place I need to go is way over here. I'm gonna secure this thread. First I'm gonna put my needle where it needs to go next. So I mark where it's gonna go. We're gonna turn this over. And I'm going to make a note of where that's happening and run my thread under some existing stitches just to anchor it down so that we're not stretching it across randomly. Then I don't have to worry about it being secure. I was sleeping all morning, now it's nighttime for me, the sleep is long gone. I hate that. I hate when it's like I'm really excited for bedtime because I'm so sleepy and tired. I'm like, oh, I can't wait to get some good sleep. And then I'm in bed and ready for sleep and it's like, I'm wide awake now. Why? Why have you done this, brain? Oh, why am I feel so warm. Is it because my computer's in here? It's probably because my computer's in here. Warming the room up. I betcha that's what it is. Whew, all right. That question about whether it looks the same on the front and back is interesting to me because I recently saw a reel, I think on Instagram, where somebody had embroidered, like hand embroidered a pair of sneakers very beautifully. But they had captioned it with what I assume was the words of a customer who had commissioned them, who was like, this is terrible, like, why doesn't it look the same on the front and back, blah, blah, blah. And it was like, this is why I think it's really important, why I want to do content like what I'm doing right now, is like showing people how things are made or actually done, because once you understand it, you can understand the value of it, first of all. Like, you can understand why things cost what they do when people make things. But also so you don't get ignorant shit like that from people that's like, why doesn't it look the same on the front and back? Because that's not how embroidery works. Like, it's okay if you're like, oh, I didn't know that. But if you're being rude to somebody for something that you paid them to make for you, and like, I don't know, it's just like, ugh, put a bad taste in my mouth. Like, earlier, that was an innocent enough question. I don't think it was not meant in that same spirit. But, like, this person was being actively rude. And I was like, holy shit. That's why I think it's really important for people to be able to appreciate skills that they don't have, you know? I like watching people do things that I don't know how to do or don't have the resources to learn how to do. You know, like, I love watching woodworking videos because, like, I know it's something that I will never be able to do, but I have such a deep appreciation for it, and it makes me feel good to watch woodworking. I don't know. We're gonna do some branches. We're gonna do some heckin' branches. How is he still asleep? I'm freaking out. He's been asleep for 2 hours, guys. What's going on? Is my baby okay? He can't sleep too much, right? I need to Google. Can my 7-month-old sleep too much? in the day. Because this is a long ass nap. Ba. Customer was upset. Yes! It looked different inside of the shoe. I know, right? I'm like, what? Why? How do you think this works? Like, what? Crazy. I do think it would have looked neater if the artist had maybe done some like iron-on fabric or something to just cover the end threads, you know? Because, yeah, sometimes embroidery look a bit of a mess on the other side, especially when it's not something neat and orderly like cross-stitch, but like just freehand embroidery. Yeah, but I was just so... I'm just always baffled at how rude people can be to people. Like, out of ignorance. It's shameful. I feel like you look like such a terrible person because you're acting like one. No, people being entitled and ignorant and rude. It's like, it's okay to not know something, you know? If you were like, oh, I didn't realize it wasn't the same on the front and back, but don't fucking come for the person who made it. Like, maybe learn about it first and be like, oh, I didn't realize it was gonna be that way. Okay. You know. But, like, chill and don't be rude to people. It was not called for. Especially with such beautiful work that had been done. Like, they did a fantastic job embroidering it. It's just like, why people gotta be that way? Anyway. I gotta be so rude. Do 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 do. Am I the only one who's tickled by that? I feel like I'm cracking myself up, but I'm not actually sure if it's actually funny or I'm just in a silly mood. It kind of reminds me of the time we were playing words on stream and there was the word was limo. And I was like, limo? What does that mean? I was like, oh wait. What's wrong with me, dude? Okay, as long as baby's asleep, I think I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick. Please take this opportunity to do a little bit of self-care, and I will see you in just a moment. I'll be back in a second, guys. We're gonna order some lunch.
Okay.
Let's get this. I have a very big baby in the playpen. It's a hubby. Did you say wah? What you ordering? We're getting some hotomoto. I'm gonna get some katsudon. It's good shit. Oh, I guess I could just wait.
Because I'll have it if you don't.
Yeah, you can have it.
It's probably just enough for one. Right?
Yeah. Leftover sukiyaki rice. I am so shocked to have this much time to do anything. He naps so crazy. Are you comfy? Look, that mat isn't very cushy. You're okay? You can nap in here if you want. Nap with his toys. I think it's your turn.
Yeah.
Ordered.
Been watching this playthrough of... Has anybody played Blueprints? Been watching a guy do a let's play of it, and sometimes it's funny how some puzzles, like, he can figure out really quickly, and I'm like, oh, I never would have thought of that. And then other things, I'm like banging my head against the wall because I'm like, it's right in front of you, and he doesn't solve it for like 30 episodes or something. I'm just like, how? I'm learning that I'm really good with, like, word associations, but not so good with, like, I don't know, there's, like, a logic puzzle that I'm not always great with. But it's one of those games that I wish I could have played myself, because it's, like, one of those things that, like, when you gain the knowledge, it's like you can't play, it's like Outer Wilds, like you can't play it again, you know, and have the same experience. I wish I could have played it, but it's alright. Just have a shit memory like me. I mean, to be fair, I do get to experience some things twice because of my shit memory. What was it? There was something. I don't remember if it was a game or like a book or a movie or something. Some sort of media consumed. And I remember thinking, I don't remember what it was, but I remember thinking like, damn, I'm glad I forgot what happens. Like, yeah. Thank you, my bad memory. I love to experience things for the first time for the second time. What was it? Now I can't even remember what it was. My shit memory's so shit. Oh, you know what I think it was? I think it was it one of the Glass Onion? I think it was one of the Knives Out. Yeah! It was a Knives Out film. Hi, Furball. Is this the director's cut of the broadcast? No, this is live. We're doing it live. Baby's been asleep for over 2 hours. He's been asleep for at least 2 hours and 20 minutes. Is he okay? I think he's okay. I wonder if he's going through a growth spurt, because this is wild. This is a very long nap. Yes. Hmm? You are here. My niece would sleep 3 hours on average when she was Babo-sized. That's crazy. What's going on? I'm confused. Echo asked me yesterday on stream how to say that in Japanese. Oh! I see. I am notifying you that I have come. They grow up so fast. I was just looking at old videos of him. I say old, they're like 6 months old, right? He's 7 months old, and so I'm like looking at videos of when he was first born, and it's like, it's so crazy. I was telling my mom this morning, how I have noticed my brain actively deleting stuff. Like, I didn't recognize his newborn cry. Like, when he started crying in one of the videos, I was like, is that what he sounded like? I do not remember it. It was so strange. Niece would sleep for 3 hours and then play for 1 to 3 and then sleep more. Wow, that's nice. I bet her parents enjoyed the break. I'm jealous. Nah, it's cool. It was me. Wait, what? I was the one that, oh, wait, you were the only one that, wait. You're the only one looking after her? My bad memory kicking in during a movie, so I still get surprised by the plot twist I saw coming 30 seconds before, right? Beep-a-boop, beep-a. Doo-ba-doo-doo. Scoop-a-doo. Doo-ba-doo. Where am I? There I am. I found myself among the stitches. And there I was. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. So she's my niece, but she's my cousin's kid. Oh, her father, my actual cousin, was still in Pakistan. Oh, so wife has Canadian citizenship, so she came over with the Babel to sponsor him. I see. Gotcha. You was helping out in a time of need. That's good of you. My cousin's wife was... Whoa, Satan's spawn, though. Uh-oh. Kept going off about how she was too young to be mom and would never look after her kid. So it was always me and my parents looking after me. Oh, Coco. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to drag out, like, family drama stuff. That's really unfortunate. Yesterday I spent the afternoon and evening at my close friend's place hanging out with their small humans. Turns out their 1-year-old took a liking to me. Aw, they successfully convinced me to come over more often to help out. Oh, that's lovely. Don't you love it when, like, a kid that is not your own, like, kind of gloms onto you? Isn't that nice? It's fine. I love my niece to bits. Would do anything for her. I'm glad that she has someone like you in her life. Sometimes I don't feel like I'm doing my best as a parent, but it's hard. It's really hard, and I have to try to give myself more grace. My mom is constantly telling me, like, even when you don't feel like you're doing your best kind of dealio. No, I know. It's just, it's really, really hard some days to believe it, you know. Bad brain days can be real, real bad. But yeah, it's been so nice. I started out this stream talking about how my mom and I have kind of reconciled and how much that has changed kind of my brain space at the moment. Like, it's just really nice to have something resolve in a good way. Like, it's really nice to have her in my corner and have somebody to turn to when I'm not feeling my best. Oh, hi Spot Kitty, how you doing? Cute when kids like you and then they cry when you have to leave. You feel so bad. Yeah. I had to go to the bathroom earlier today, and baby was in his crib, sitting upright, just crying, like looking at me, like, where are you going? I was like, oh no, I just have to pee, I'll be right back. Made me feel so bad. It'll never be as bad as my cousin's wife, though. At the very least, in your bad days, you can take solace in that, I guess. I mean, yeah, I know I'm not an abusive parent or anything like that, but I don't know. Sometimes I feel selfish, I guess, like, for wanting more time to myself, which I know is not selfish, but, you know, I don't know. I have 2 wolves inside me. Anyway, that's how you know you're being a good parent, if you feel like there's more things you can do for your child that shows your commitment. Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like that's been true. It's like, if you're worried about what you're doing, that means that you care at the very least. And if you're genuinely worried, that, you know, it probably says that you want to do something about it, so yeah. I'm just getting a little nervous about how long he's sleeping, but I guess I should just enjoy it. It's kind of freaking me out. It's kind of freaking me out a lot. Okay, that one's a little far away, so I'm gonna anchor the thread a little bit. So if I can ever get some time back to do dolls again, I forgot to close my commission again. I kind of want to, I got a stupid pie in the sky idea, not stupid, but like maybe too ambitious for, like, I always get these ambitious ideas and then I don't ever have the time or energy to execute them. I was like, ooh, what if I cross-stitched some fabric and then made a doll out of that? And I brought this up to hubby and he was very smart and he said that it might be a little too stiff. And I was like, yeah, you're right. So unless I can figure out a way for it to drape nicely, I probably won't do full coverage. Maybe for the obi. It might work for the obi. Cross-stitch, the original pixel art, yeah. Where every pixel takes like 30 seconds. Alright. It's basically real life pixel art. Analog pixel art, yeah. How active is Baba when he awake? Quite. He's Newman and zooming all over the place now. He's crawling like crazy, sitting up straight, rolling around, bumping into stuff. He just stood up in his crib for the first time yesterday. Freaked us out. Ask my mom about the nap length to help ease your brains. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I imagine he's probably going through a growth spurt or like a skill building thing in his brain or something like that. Like, I'm sure there's a reason. 'Cause he slept... I'm pretty sure he slept well last night. Like, he only had one wake up. So, yeah, it could just be some developmental stuff. I appreciate that, by the way. Like, I remember asking you a lot of stuff in the newborn trenches. A lot of things are easier now. A lot of things are harder in different ways. I wish I hadn't felt so panicked before, but it was also my first time going through that, and like, when you're sleep deprived, everything feels incredibly enormous already, and then intensify that with hormonal changes, and yeah, it was real hard. Yeah, I know. Yeah, because you asked her a lot of things when I was really struggling, and I appreciated it a lot. Just check periodically, breathing not super warm. Yeah. He should be okay. He's wearing a tank top, like short onesie thing. But I'm also keeping an eye on him on the monitor. He is kind of face planted. Are his knees up? Look what he's doing. His knees are up. I'm gonna go check on him. One sec. I'll be right back. panicked for a hot second. I thought he wasn't breathing. But he's fine. He's breathing. He's okay. I was just like, he's okay. He's alive. He's okay. Okay. Next. Should we go ahead and scroll up, so to speak? Or actually, you know what? I'm gonna finish this chunk of flowers right here, and then we will scroll up. JLPT registration open. You gonna do it? You doing it? Let's do the darker one because it's easier. I think it's easier to see those flowers. And 3, let's go! Coco, if you need any study materials, I have a ton of old JLPT stuff. I don't actually, you know what? I don't know if it still applies. I was gonna say maybe I could send you some of my old books, but actually I think I may have written in them. I'm not sure. I don't know. But yeah, if you need any like help, like if you have a hard time like understanding why the answer to something is whatever, like feel free to hit me up. I am very available on my phone, like, all the time, so. Alright. We are actually not doing an anchor loop on this one because I've already used this color and it's been cut, so I'm going to anchor it underneath existing threads. I don't know if there's a name for this method. I don't know if there's names for any of these things. I'm just doing what I learned from my mama and picked up on the internet, probably. One second. My stand is loose. Why are you doing this? No! I don't want you to drop. Which part is loose? This one? It's this arm. Being a butt. Last year I applied for N3 but fully expected to fail because last year was an emotional roller coaster. I didn't expect to pass. Oh, Coco. This year I actually want to pass. It's ambitious, so I want to be N2 by December next year. Coco, it's not too ambitious. You can do it. Which I think is why it's stressing me even more than nothing is sticking. That's okay. Listen. You know what's actually not helping you is stressing about it. I'm gonna tell you some science. A little bit of science. Vague science that I remember from my language acquisition and teaching certificate that I did in university. There is a thing psychologically called the affective filter that is applied to when you are learning a language as a second language, like as an adult learner, like not picking it up natively as a child. Baby. Okay. That is a baby cry. I'm gonna go get him and I'll come back and I'll explain the affective filter. Okay. BRB. we have been joined by Baby. Okay, so the thing I want to impart to you real quick.
Say hello. Hello. Hello.
Don't grab. The affective filter is basically, imagine like a little like wall built up in your brain, right? You have, this is something that exists for people who are learning a second language or whatever, second, third, whatever number language as an adult and not picking it up natively as a child. The affective filter is anything that, bless you, that like interferes with your ability to learn new vocabulary or to really let some grammar click, or like, you know, anything that blocks the language from, as you said, like sticking in your brain. This wall, this affective filter, gets stronger and taller the more that you are anxious, stressed, nervous, afraid of making mistakes, afraid of judgment, afraid of whatever. It's the reason why when people like drink, they feel more comfortable talking. It lowers your inhibitions, it lowers your filter. It lowers this wall of like fear and anxiety. If you truly don't care what people think about your fluency level, then you're going to actually be more fluent, because it's not getting in the way. Like, it's basically just a psychological wall that you're building up. So the more that you stress about, you know, how it's not sticking in your brain, it's kind of like when you're trying to fall asleep and you're freaking out that you can't fall asleep and it's keeping you up. It's like a vicious cycle, right? You gotta find your own way, whatever works for you, to decrease that stress or to let go of that fear. You gotta do, because that's actually what's going to help you get it sticking in your brain. But yeah, and it's true for everybody, and like different things work for different people. Different people have, you know, my affective filter has a lot to do with pronunciation. So I focused a lot when I was learning Japanese. I focused really heavily on pronouncing things nicely, you know. And as a result, like, I can sound, you know, nice. I can pronounce things well, but I don't have a lot of vocab. Like, my vocab doesn't stick well for me because I'm always nervous. I don't know, like, I'm more nervous about my pronunciation for some reason, so I pour all of my energy into that, and then vocabulary doesn't make it into my brain, and then I develop like a insecurity about how little vocab I know, so I'm worried about people saying a word that I don't know, you know. And I have a counterpart, a guy that studied in the same class with me. If I'm honest, his pronunciation was never the best. Like, he did sound very American a lot of the time, but he was so good at taking in vocabulary and kanji and grammar. Like, he can speak in a way that is better than me in that area. Like, he knows a lot more. Like, I feel like he's more fluent than me in that way. Like, maybe I sound nicer, maybe. I don't know. Probably at this point, he's probably surpassed me in every aspect of the language. But yeah, like, it's different for everybody. What is gonna stick and what isn't gonna stick, and then, you know, what's gonna get in the way of that as well. Yeah, anxiety sucks. You just gotta find ways to mitigate it, and you can't ever get rid of the affective filter completely, but you can lower it, you know, lower it as much as possible. My pronunciation is solid, my vocab is doo-doo. When I have to make sentences, I forget the more complex grammar points. Yeah, no, that's natural, that's fine. Yeah. Okay, we're going to switch over, because I don't want Baby to keep staring at my PC. We're gonna switch over to past Jessie, who's gonna work on the moon at a point before this point. And I'm gonna sit in the playpen with him and play. So here we go. Let's switch this on. Boop. Here we go. And we have our preview of what it's gonna look like at the end back up. I'm going to go over here. Excuse me. And I will need to look at chat on my iPad. Yeah. Alright, come here, baby booger. There's a spider on the window. Oh no. Oh no, not a spider on the window. Alright, let me open the Twitch app real quick. How do I? Here we go. I just want to see chat. I don't care about the stream. Yes, sir.
Cutie pie? Are you a cutie patoo?
No, you can't look at the iPad either. Yeah. My vocab's so limited in my second language, so I'm never confident to answer yes when asked if I'm fluent in it. That's hard. That's a hard question to ask. I always, I err on the side of like trying to stay humble, I guess, but I always feel like I'm not giving myself enough flowers, Okay, I'm gonna put this here. Maybe that'll help.
Hey, pumpkin?
Whoop! Losing your balance. Oh wait, now you can see the computer. Shit. Oh, but I gotta keep the iPad somewhere where he can't see it. How am I supposed to do this actually? Okay, I gotta keep my chair here so he doesn't have the angle. Keep my iPad up here, I guess. I don't know if I can keep it up here. Oh, I didn't charge my iPad. Oops. Well, we're not gonna go for much longer. We're just gonna wait till lunch gets here. And then we'll wrap things up. How are you doing, Mr. Boy? You slept so long. He's gonna have to eat soon. He already slept for almost 3 hours. Yeah, that's about as long as you usually wait to eat. I'm gonna be hungry. I'm gonna have some lunch. Sorry, you have a booger in your nose. Yoink. Oh, no, let me get it. There we go. Okay, got it. Okay. Whew. Avoided a tantrum. And I got the booger. Yay!
Yeah, I got it for you. You're welcome.
There was one point in the... We won't be able to get through all the crafting footage, actually. Oh, my ears are ringing. Because I know that there's several hours worth of pre-recorded stuff. But there was at one point, I made some mistake. What was it? And I gestured. Oh, I crossed my stitches the wrong way. And so I was like, well, I gotta signal what I'm doing. So I took my fingers and I was trying to gesture like I was supposed to cross them this way and I crossed them this way. Look at past Jesse go, yeah! So focused. Oh, I can't see. So I got my iPad so I could see chat, but the font is still so small. Because I don't want to put the iPad in front of baby. It's... Oh my god. It's like we're not even here. Yeah,
Hey, Papa.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like, I guess I'm more distracted when I have friendos to talk to when I'm stitching. But yeah, I zoom pretty well on the recorded stuff. Cause I'm just watching that Let's Play of Blueprints and like hanging out. The the part where I was where I fuck up and I'm signaling that I fucked up. I was on the phone with my mom telling her like I got a signal to my chat that I fucked up. She's like, oh, how are you doing that? I'm like, I'm crossing my fingers like this to show my cross them wrong.
Baby, you wanna play? You're still so quiet and subdued. You're so tired. You're sleeping so long. You're so sleepy. Wanna jump? No.
But yeah, I do feel like I'm faster when I'm not like live. Baby's just leaning against me. Here's the register, let's go! I can barely see chat. I gotta get better glasses. You know what I would like to do is get LASIK and actually fix my eyeballs.
You wanna lie down? Hey, Puddin'. Hey, Puddin' Pop. Mm-hmm. You look so tired. Am I in the way? You want me to move? I'm pushing on my legs. You can roll around. Wanna play with Bambi? Bambi. Bambi.
He loves playing with the tags on stuff. What did I do last time? Oh, I know what I did last time. I kept my iPad over here, but I have to be very careful because last time it almost fell on the baby, and that was scary. So I'm gonna keep an eye on that. I'll just keep him out of this corner. I'll just sit in this corner so I can see you guys. Yeah. I still feel like there was something I wanted to talk about today. I completely forgot what it was, and I know as soon as I'm not streaming anymore, I'm gonna remember what it was, and it's gonna frustrate me. My order is 5 minutes away.
Yes, Coco, you got this. You can do it.
Just really, really legitimately try not to stress. Whatever tends to soothe your anxiety. No, don't do that. That doesn't help. Whatever has worked for you to soothe your symptoms of anxiety, apply that to your language journey as well. I guess ask yourself, for me, something I learned in therapy for my anxiety was to ask myself, like, when I have the thought, like, what if everything goes wrong? Ask myself, like, okay, well, what if everything goes right? You know? What do I do then? You know? Screaming actually really does help ease my anxiety. Okay, then scream away. If that legitimately helps you. Hi, Pippa. Ooh.
You want to say something to chat?
You're stretching out your legs. You're so cute. Something I did during COVID because I was all alone most of the time. I just let out tiny screams, and it's a habit I now have left over. I'll just randomly tiny scream out in public. Oh my goodness. What, like, ah? It's like that? He's looking at me like, Mom, what?
Hey. You want to play with Bear Bear? Or Totoro?
You want to hit the wall of the playpen because you're frustrated that you can't leave? What do you want to do? What do you want to do, baby boy? You got something stuck in your hair. Is it yogurt? It might be yogurt. He's so precious. I do wish I could share him with you. Like that. Ah! That's actually really cute. Anytime the stress and anxiety takes over, just karaoke some Stray Kids songs and rest the brain. Yeah. Yeah, I have to do like super hardcore like visualization stuff because I am a visual person. I have to try to really visualize and internalize like positive memories or thoughts or things that people have said to me. I have to like bank them and like bring them up every time that the negative thoughts show up, because the negative thoughts like are just get there so easily, you know, to my conscious brain. They just arrive so quickly and smoothly, and I need to carve out pathways for the positive thoughts to do that more easily, more smoothly, because right now it's like rocky roads for them, you know.
Hey, what's up? Are you gonna sit up? Are you rocking? You rocking and rolling? What are you doing? You wanna climb Mama? Want me to pick you up?
Oh, you heavy boy. Other thing I do is avoid the thing that's stressing me out, which is not a good habit to have because the stressful thing does not go away. The result is just immense suffering. Yeah. Sometimes though, so something I'm going through right now is stressing out about something that I literally have zero control over. And the idea that I have zero control over it, while correct and realistic, does not help me feel better about it, you know? So telling myself, like, you can't control that doesn't actually make me feel any better, but it is true. And I haven't gotten to a place of acceptance with that. Like, I don't know how to accept that reality and be at peace, you know? That's something that I'm struggling with. It's good to know that I don't have control over it, so I don't waste my energy trying to control it, because that's not good. So I'm not stressing out trying to control it, but I am spending a lot of time being bummed out that it's out of my control. So yeah, I don't know. I don't have an answer for that, but just kind of sharing where I am at mentally. What was that? I saw an Uber notification on my phone, but it didn't show up on my iPad. How come? 2 minutes away. Alright. We're gonna have to wrap up stream here very soon. I'm gonna go ahead and start thanking you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. I'll miss you. I'll miss you too. But I feel like I'm gonna be back here more consistently for sure. We might have to dip back into this crafting footage if I don't get enough in between now and the next stream, but I guess it's just good to have this footage on here anyway. Like something for you guys to watch and look at while we're chatting.
Are you relaxing?
He just completely relaxed. He's got his head in my lap and is just like the rest of his body's all stretched out.
What are you doing, silly man? Are you having a nice recline? What are you doing? You want to go all the way down? You want to lie all the way down? You kicking? Kicking? You kicking stuff? I know. Don't stop. What's the matter? Bua. I love that he said bua.
It's cute. Sorry, I'm just messing with his face. Alright. Do I have any mods in the chat right now? I don't think I do, because Furball's not on a mod account, right?
Yeah, thank you for being here. What's up? Hey, Mr. Boy. Are you excited for lunch? We're gonna get some food too.
Yeah, we're all gonna get some food. Okay, so there's no mods, so I gotta get up.
Bubby, what are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, are you being silly?
Okay, we're gonna look for a raid target.
Boo, 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 boo. Ah, was that face you were making? You were still sleepy, huh? Yes. Boing, 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 boing. There's my happy boy. Boing, 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 boing. You love jumping, huh? You love jumping. Okay. Oh, you want to stand up?
He wants to practice standing, apparently. I need to get back over to my PC, though.
Because we got to get out of here. Got to get out of here so you, me, and Papa can have lunch.
Okay. Do you want to come with me? Okay. Yes, I guess Wiggles wants to say goodbye, too. Yes. Alright. We'll put this here. And we'll climb very carefully out of the playpen. Because it's just as tall as my legs. Alright. Does this say which video it's on? I don't know which video this is, so I don't know. Well, we'll just play it by ear next stream. But anyway, I'm gonna stop this. So this is how much footage we've taken, because this is all done now. This is how much progress we've made now. Alright, we're going to get out of here. Where are we going? I'm going to do some raid calls, please. Copy. One of these. Oh, 1 second. Oops, wrong app. Uber person wants to confirm. 1 second. Don't call me. I'm responding to your message. Sorry. Annoying. There's literally a picture of our house on the app and they can't even... This time I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Please copy one of these raid messages. I'm going to find a raid target for us. We are gonna go see a friend who's out there streaming now. Not a lot of people that I know. Should we just scatter? We might just scatter to the winds, honestly. Because I don't feel like trying to find a new person at the moment. I think we're going to just disperse. I'm sorry. No raid today. But thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you. I'm really glad that I can stream again. I never feel like trying to find a new person. Yeah. Because, well, one thing that I feel is, like, I like to check somebody out and get a feel for their vibe before I bring the community over. Just because, like, I don't know. I like to find folks that, like, I can vibe with, you know? Anyway. Yeah, so we're just going to disperse today. We're just going to scatter to the winds, go all your separate ways. I'm really glad that I could be back streaming with a little bit of consistency. This time had a genius idea to play pre-recorded footage, and we even still got to do a bunch of live crafting because baby was sweet enough to sleep for a long time. And my food is here. So I appreciate you guys. Please do me a favor. Be a doll for me. Don't grab the scissors. Be a doll for me. Take care of yourselves and each other. And I'll see you guys back here in the dollhouse again real soon. If I ever remember that thing that I wanted to talk about that I ended up not talking about because I forgot what it was, I will let you know. Yeah, don't grab the scissors, guys. Yeah, don't do it. Alright. You guys are great. Well, bye-bye. Good night-night. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.